as he's laying there, waiting for the water to be disturbed, I want to deal with what kind of mind he has. Because see, if you don't get your mind right, you're going to be ever stuck in something you don't have to be stuck in. And so for many of you, God has sent you in the house so that you can check your mind out, so that you can get your mind right, so that you can get from him what you've been asking and what you've been praying. Some of you been praying, you've been asking for stuff, but your mind ain't right, and he can't give it to you until you get your mind right. Because he has promised not to put no more on you than you can bear. Oh, you say, Pastor, I don't believe it. I just gave you scripture to back it up. There are certain things God would desire to do for you, but until you get your mind right, till you get in the place that you can handle what it is that you want him to give, God will withhold benefits from people that don't want to get their mind right. Oh, I didn't get but a few amens off of that. Some of you want God to give it to you anyhow. No, but he wants you to change your mindset. Let's deal with this man thinking. Number one, he has in his mind that if he's ever going to be healed, if he's ever going to be able to get up and do the things that a normal man can do, he's going to have to be the first one into that pool. So he's thinking that I'm going to need to get wet in order to get healed. It's going to take me getting wet. I'm finna deal with some of you deep folk. I'm finna deal with some of you religious folk. Oh, he thinks the only way that he's going to be healed is that he's going to have to get wet in order to get healed. Isn't it amazing how some of us think we know how we gonna get healed? How we think we know how we gonna get delivered. We think we know from whence is coming our breakthrough. But sometimes you can mess your own self up by getting tunnel vision, by expecting things to happen one way. You can mess up your blessing. Don't you ever try to box God in. Don't you ever try to think that God is your Santa Claus, that all you got to do is give him orders and he gonna do what you want him to do every time. Or if he don't, you gonna fall out in the floor. You gonna start crying and throw a temper tantrum. But I come to tell you that there are some temper tantrums that just don't move God. There are some tears that won't make him move. Faith is what moves God. And when you grow up, you got to stop crying and you got to get in faith if you want to move God. Tell somebody, stop crying. Complaining ain't going to move him. It can be dangerous to focus all of your attention just thinking that the only way you're going to be blessed is that it's got to come through my job. And if they don't give me the raise, if I don't get the promotion, I'm not going to be able to do this, that, and that. But who told you it had to come through your job? God, I'm talking right up in here. Woo, God can get you paid. Oh, I said God will get you paid and you didn't clock in. God will call men to give into your bosom. God will make your enemies bless you. God will make folk bless you that don't even know you. But you got to walk by faith. When Naaman had leprosy, see, Naaman was a rich man. He was a powerful man. But that just go to show you that there are some problems that money can't solve. You can have power, but when the right thing fall on you, your money ain't no good. Your power ain't no good. Your last name ain't no, oh, I'm talking to somebody. And so Naaman had leprosy, incurable. No doctor can heal it. No physician can get it off your name. You're rich, but you got leprosy. You are powerful, but you still got leprosy. And they so happened to go out on a raid and they captured a little girl, Israelite. And she came back one day. And when she found out that the mighty man Naaman had leprosy, she whispered to someone within his entourage that if Naaman would only see Elijah, I know a prophet by the name of Elijah. And if Naaman could get with Elijah, he'll heal him of his leprosy. Yeah, Elijah would get rid of that leprosy because Elijah believed that God can do anything but fail. Elijah believed that God is not a man that he should lie, neither the son of man that he should. If he could get with Elijah, he could get healed. So Naaman in his mind said, I'm going to see Elijah. Oh, somebody better listen. But when he arrives at Elijah's house, after going through a number of things, they run to Elijah and they tell Elijah that Naaman is out here, the man with leprosy, and he wants you to heal him. And Elijah sends a word to him and say, go tell Naaman to go down into the Jordan and to dip 7 times and he'll be cured. I'm not even gonna get up out of my chair. Tell him to go dip and he'll be healed. I'm doing something right now, and so I can't come out there and touch him, but tell him I said go dip 7 times and he'll get healed. So they came back to Naaman and they said, Elijah said go dip 7 times in the Jordan River. And Naaman became furious. He said, surely I thought this man would come out here and lay his hands on me and wave his hand and cure the leprosy. What is this? He's sending me a message like I'm an errand boy. He need to come see me. Do he not know who I am? But Elijah didn't budge. Oh, I'm talking right up in here. See, you got to get to the place that when God speak a word, it don't matter how you feel, it's so done. See, even if a man of God lay hands on you and you don't get now goosebumps, if he say you're healed, then you're healed. Some of you got to learn that if you don't fall out in the floor, you still got the blessing. If you don't get prayed for, you still got the blessing. You got to grow up and know that you ain't always got to have no hands laid on you every Sunday. We're laying hands on the same folk because they got tunnel vision. You got enough oil on you, you should be dripping by now. He prayed, but I didn't feel nothing. So what if you didn't feel? Did you hear the word? He prophesied, but ain't nothing happened. So what if it ain't manifested in the material realm? It's got to break loose first in the spiritual realm. And when it break loose in the spiritual, it's just a matter of time before it get loose in the natural. Boy, y'all gonna make me go preaching crazy up in here. You gotta recognize that when God speak a word, you may not see nothing immediately. Can I deal with this thing? Jesus was walking with his disciples one day and came up on a fig tree that was playing game. Came up on a fig tree that was a pretender. Had leaves but no fruit. See, Jesus don't deal good with pretenders. He don't like pretenders. Jesus said, I curse you. No one will eat figs from you ever again for being a pretender. Ooh. It's dangerous to act like you something you're not. The disciples heard him, but thought he was crazy. This man talking to a fig tree. They didn't ask him what he said. They didn't ask him why he talking to it. They just kept walking with him. But knowing we walking with a man that'll talk to a tree. Tell your neighbor your faith will have you talking to stuff. Oh, tell your neighbor your faith will have you talking to a house. Your faith will have you talking to bills. Your faith will have you talking to a car. Oh, I know I'm right up in here. Your faith will cause you to decree a thing that wasn't, but it's going to come to existence. Your faith can call those things that be not as though they were. Your faith can make folk think you crazy because they don't see nothing about what you talking about. But you better keep your eye on. Sit down, sit down, sit down. They come back through the next day and they begin to say, Master, the fig tree which you curse, it withered away. It did what you said. It obeyed you. Oh, Jesus was looking at him like, what you thought I'm just talking to be talking? Because you didn't see the leaves dry up, because you didn't see nothing on the top, you thought nothing happened on the bottom. Oh, look at somebody. Is that what's wrong with you? Oh God, I'm about to pray. Ask somebody, that's the reason you ain't praising? Is that the reason you don't stop tithing? Is that the reason you don't stop praying? You didn't see nothing on the top, but honey, didn't you know it started in the root? It started below the ground.